Hey everybody, Marcus Crawford here with the Idaho Quadcopter channel. Hey, I've got a product to show you today, and it's not a drone, but it's something that I think most people who fly drones, drone enthusiasts, whether it be camera drones or particularly those of you that fly FPV drones could use. I've got another power station to show you today. This is by Techoss, and it's a 300 watt power station. And what's cool, you can see I just picked it up here. I think it's just the right size for what drone enthusiasts like us need. Okay, let's quit messing around. Let's get this guy out of the box. Hey, okay, so right here you have the Techoss power unit itself, the 300 watt power unit. And I want to show you what all it comes with, because I think they did a really good job of giving you just the right amount of accessories that you need. So first off here, you've got a full set of documentation. You got a warranty card, you have a quick start guide, and you have a full instruction manual. Perfect, exactly what you need. Now these things are actually fairly simple to operate, but there are some things that you have to know. So first of all, let's just talk about a little bit about what comes with the unit. So right here, you've got a sling, just clips on here, and there you got a sling, so you can easily carry the unit. So I'm going to take that off just to make it easier to show you some of the other features here. And by the way, that reminds me, just picking that up just now, this thing is very, very lightweight compared to some other power stations that I have. And that's what I mean by when I say it's perfect for drone enthusiasts like me. We go out in the field, we just need just enough power. When I'm out there, I'm charging cell phones, remote controllers, drone batteries, etc. I'm not trying to power a coffee maker or anything. So this 300 watt power station is perfect for me. So what else have we got here? Right here is the power brick, and it's got a barrel adapter on the end there, and that plugs into the side. Well, we might as well just show you that. Plugs into the side of the power unit right there, and that's how you charge it up. And then, of course, it's got the standard AC cable that's going to plug into the side, and the US AC outlet, or not outlet, but plug. Okay, so the other thing that comes with it that I was pretty stoked to see is they give you a real heavy-duty USB-C to USB-C cable here. So that's kind of handy, because that also can be used when you're out in the field. You need a longer, high-powered USB-C cable to charge your whether it be your cell phone or your laptop, etc. And they included that with this system, so it's pretty cool. So now let's talk about the unit itself. It is, as I said earlier, it's a 300 watt power station. So there's a lot of bigger power stations out there. There's 600 watt, 700 watt, even 1,000 watt power stations. I've seen a lot of 500 watt ones. They're a lot heavier. I have a couple of them. Trust me, they're a lot heavier. It takes something to lug them around, which is appropriate. If you're going out there camping for a couple of days, one of those bigger ones might be appropriate for you. You're trying to run a fan or whatever else it is that you're trying to run. This guy is going to be more appropriate when you're out there on a day trip, etc. So let's take a look at the ports on this guy. So let me show you this. So on this side, you've got a standard AC port, and obviously you're going to use that. You know, I'll use it for charging drones, etc. And I already showed you the port underneath. That's the charge port, a barrel style charge port. So good job there. And let me talk about that AC port just a little bit. I probably shouldn't. I've got my notes here. So that is a 110 volt, 200 watt, 300 watt peak, and it's a pure sine wave port. Now, I'm no engineer or electrician, but what I understand pure sine wave is, it's that pure 60 hertz AC/DC current, and there's a lot of devices that need that really exacting type of AC current. and so this provides that. And then let's take a look on the other side. You could call this the DC side, I guess. So what you have right here, sorry, I'm kind of looking here, that is a, people call it a car outlet. You know, I'm just old enough to remember when that would have been called a cigarette lighter. But, you know, pops open right there, and you use your car adapter for that. And that is 12 volt, 8 amp. And so if you've got, you know, a car adapter to charge your drone batteries, etc., that's what you'd use. And then it's kind of interesting here. It's got two barrel port, DC barrel port. They are 12 volt, 3 amp ports. Now, I'm just trying to think of what devices I have that use those barrel type connectors. I don't have very many. So I wish that they maybe, yeah, include one, but maybe more USB ports, but we'll get to that. So the USB ports. So you have a USB-A on the bottom there, and that is a 5 volt, 2.4 amp. So just a standard USB-A port. But the real genius comes here with the USB-C port. And the USB-C port is what they call a power delivery port, 60 watts. So it can, you can use that to power your laptop, etc. So it's a good thing to have. And what it does is it adjusts to your device. So for instance, if I'm using it to charge my remote controller on my drone, it will adjust to what that needs. If I'm using it to charge a drone battery, it'll adjust to what that needs. If I'm using it to charge a phone, etc., it knows just the right power. That's what a power delivery port is. It knows just the right power to put to it, and so it's safe. So then the other thing that you have here is a light. Okay, so I charged the device just enough to show you the features on it. It's about 5 hours from empty to fully charged. Can't remember if I said that earlier, but I'm going to demonstrate the light here. So one push, you got a solid light. Second push, it's going to start to blink. Third push should turn it off, and it did. So let's take a look at some of the ways that I can tell you that I'll be using this guy. So when I'm flying drones, I'm using my iPhone pretty intensively, so it's good to have a way to charge it. So in this case, I'm going to use a USB-A and plug it into my phone here. And I need to turn that on, which is this switch right here. And you can see instantly my phone started charging. So that's pretty cool. So let's say then that I need to charge my remote on my drone. Here's that standard DJI standard RC N1 remote, and it has a USB-C port on there to charge it. So let's plug a USB-C to USB-C in there, and then the USB-C port right above that USB-A port. And boom. Well, this guy is almost completely charged, but there it goes. It's charging up real quick. So charging the phone and the remote controller at the same time. So let's say that I need to charge a drone battery. Well, let's use the AC port for that. Hey, okay, so now let me show you what I'm going to do a lot with this, and that is charge my my DJI Mavic 3. As you can see here, it's got a USB-C port on the back of the battery, so I've already got the charger, the DJI charger plugged into that, and it is an AC charger. There's the prongs right there. So let's go ahead and hit the button there to turn on the AC port on the side of the Techoss 300 watt power station. Plug it in, and very quickly here, yeah, look at that. There's the lights blinking on the Mavic 3, and I just heard the fan come on the power station. So pretty cool. Pure sine wave power here, folks. And it'll get that battery charged up quick. Now, the other thing that I could have done is I could plug directly into the USB-C. In other words, I could go USB-C to USB-C and charge this guy too. but the DJI charger charges it faster, so that's why we're going to leave it on that. Yeah, I mean, it just kind of shows you how versatile this device is. Yeah, let me get this stuff shut down and we'll do a quick conclusion. Hey guys, okay, the Techoss 300 watt power station. Quickly, I'm just going to go over the specs for you again. It's got a 12 volt car outlet, 8 amp. It's got two 12 volt barrel ports that are 3 amps each. It's got USB-A 5 volt 2.4 amp. It's got a USB-C 60 watt power delivery port, and again that means that it adjusts to your device. And then you got that AC port with pure sine wave, 110 volt, 200 watt, and then 300 watt peak. And then it does have that barrel port to charge it. 5 hours to charge this guy. I got it about a third charged in about an hour or so. And then you got the light on the side, which is pretty handy as heck. The other thing that I needed to talk about is that it does have protections built into it. It's got over temp protection, it's got over current protection, it's got over voltage protection, and it's got short circuit protection. So you know it's not going to damage your devices, so that's a big thing too. The batteries inside here, I was looking in the manual, they are like the 18650 standard batteries that you would find like in an electric car, essentially. Same battery inside there. But for me, two of the things that I wanted to talk about is the fact that it's lightweight. So you could take it with you. I mean, I don't know, if you're hiking, I'm not sure you'd want to carry it too far, but it's easy enough to carry in your car, etc., and much lighter than some of the bigger power stations, and just perfect for what I do, and that's flying drones. So I want the drone people to take note of this. Hey, so I just looked on the Techoss website. They've got it on sale right now for $100, $99.95 or something like that. That's just an amazing deal for a device like this. So I will put a link to their website in the description. And I do want to add that they did send me this for review. I'm going to use the heck out of it, I'm telling you. So that's it. The Techoss 300 watt power station. This is Marcus Crawford with the Idaho Quadcopter channel out. And if you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing to my channel. Most of all, I do appreciate you taking the time to look at this video. And of course, we absolutely will see you on the next one. Again, the Techoss 300 watt power station. See ya.